We have no game play.
Ladies and gentlemen, come one, come all to the U18 COD League. Today we have a very interesting matchup today. If only we were able to see what was going on, we'd be able to bring you into map number 1, which is going to be obviously none other than Rio. And something really important to note about Rio is just the fact that it's a very close quarters map. Very close CQB, close quarters combat style map. And again, I'm not really able to see what's going on at this point in time. A little bit of technical difficulties going into map number 1, but the players are playing and they're off to the races just as we say that. Finally, all right, we're able to see it. Thank you so much to the technical team. Yeah, E1 has already gone through. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to see too much of that, but Dash going to be the lovely fellow I'm joined with as my co-caster today. What I'm seeing so far on P2 is the decent setup icon. They got spawns.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to watch this. Honestly, we have two very good teams. Passion X COD is honestly a newer roster of this team coming up from this team, and Icon Brooklyn be looking very similar to what they had with Prep so far. So excited to see how these teams can battle it out. And we saw Icon yesterday do a good job of. We didn't get to see it, but in the results we saw Icon do a good job of fighting against FaZe Black U18 as well. So hopefully we can see them put up a good battle here against one of our top 4 teams inside of the league. So excited to see this one play out, Scaff.
I'm really excited to see this one too, but if I'm not mistaken, we talked about earlier on before this thing started, was that there was a little bit of a roster change with some of the players, most of the originals on that team that took down 2 maps against FaZe. But again, those players that may have left Brooklyn could have been those game changers. I didn't actually see the match, unfortunately. But again, a big deal to have maps under your belt against a team like FaZe. But over P3 we go. Passion, they have the lead, 68 seconds and counting. No one's occupying the spot. Nobody's home. Finally, Icon will make that break. It's sort of been a back and forth between the 2 teams at this point in time. Bodies have been dropping. Spawns favor Passion. From the looks of it, could be able to close out with scraps here at P3.
They have a little bit of a pinch here for the side of Passion, so they're going to probably try and get this last 20 seconds here and lock it down. They might need to get a little bit of map pressure, though, rotating to this next hill because we have Icon already spawning up. They're ready to push the hill, and they can also try and see if they can maybe put a little pressure on Old as well and maybe get these guys off of it. But their Icon is pretty good set up, and they already have an entry open. Looking number 8 on the
Couldn't agree more with that. Perhaps will ultimately go on over to Passion, and Stick's gonna stick it to Drew as he gets a nasty kill with a Renetti opening onto the garage hardpoint. P4, all of Passion. A purple wall has been put up, but a deflect to the side of Icon as they try to make a break, try to get themselves a breath of fresh air as Passion has finally made it past the 100-point mark. Icon has struggled to break 30. This could be it right here. They'll finally be able to break 30, and it boils down to this. A hold from Icon should be good, but no. Passion, they've retaken the point yet again. Icon scrambling, left scratching their heads on to see how they can come back in this map.
I mean, it all started with that initial pinch coming from the side of Stick. He gets 1, he gets 2, and he stays alive inside of that garage, and they take down a good amount of this time. Icon went from having a solid setup, getting the entry pick, to now having to set up again for this next hill, and hopefully they don't get open as easily.
On to bridge we go, and on sits Icon. Drew, the last one alive, the last to fend for himself, make a statement. He's 5-9, looking to improve that to a positive record, but he's not able to. Gulagil, again, absolutely going insane with his Renetti. Eves get the kill as well. Passion has been doing an exceedingly and abundantly well job at breaking the points that Icon is holding. Icon will get there, they'll get rotations in their favor for a little bit, but Passion will just show up and say, "Got on the point, get yourself off of it, because we're here and we're here to get time."
They're trying to get a lot of this. They're actually trying to get this time, but Icon is just crumbling every single time they have a heal. Passion is just immediately taking the heal and doing the majority of it. Now up 130, almost 140 now for side of Passion, and they're already about to set up 2-1, have 3-4 dead, and just looking for this last person. And Kevin gets the first one, but he ends up getting blooded.
An absolute bloodbath has been ensuing. It's not from the team that sports red, the color of blood. It's actually Fashion dropping all of icons throughout this entire map so far. They're at 172. Icon is over 100 points below. So hopefully, if we do our first full rotation, Icon can make a statement, come back. Doom, that's the way to do it. 2-piece for him. Kurt will trade him out in the process. Can't do all the work, but Passion, by the end of this point, it should be right at the 200-point mark, while Icon, again, struggling to break 100. At this point in time, Icon will need to have near perfect breaks and near perfect holds as they get ready with their losses and set on over to P2.
I mean, we saw something like this happen a couple of times in the CDO, and we've only seen it happen a few times inside of you. We've actually seen it a few times in U18 as well, but it's something that it's hard to get out of. Once you're in that trap inside of these hard point hills, it's very difficult to get out of that trap. And I mean, Icon is trying to do their best, but they start getting that big 2-piece, getting a third on a 4 streak here, and it gets cut down unfortunately by that nade, but they also keep this hill. So Icon once again trying to break.
Passion can win it here, so the urgency is starting to settle in. Icon needs to make a break. They haven't really been able to do a successful one yet so far in the map, so this would be the time to do it. Drew will get the ball rolling with 1 pick onto Eves. Again, the force of purple is just far too overwhelming for Icon to handle. 23 seconds and counting. Passion finally from behind. Doom 6. That's a 3-piece for him in the feed. He finally gets him in the poison red. A breath of fresh air. You move on over to the next point. Move on over to P3. But again, Icon still has struggled to break 100. Passion, all they really need to do is breathe on the point at this point in time, and they'll take home map number 1.
Yeah, they get a big pick there. That's 2 dead. Drew is trying to do all he can. He finds 2 as well, but Stick is there for the trade. And we have Icon on the hill. Maybe they'll be able to. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, the Passion's on the hill still. Wow, I didn't even realize they were still on the hill, and they're trying to break. I forgot the colors do swap on the hill. I mean, yeah, that's a big showing out of Passion. They show up with a big 250. I believe it was something like 45 at the end. I'm not too sure if they've ended up breaking 50, but incredible showing out of Passion. Stick there, he's doing what he can. Ended up 16-16. Look at the stats across the board. Everybody for the most part positive everybody positive on Passion, and for the most part on Icon. They're trying to do their best. Doom 6 doing everything he can. So I mean, like you said, a big showing out of Passion off the rip. I'm excited to see what plays out. But what did you think about that first hard point so far, Scav?
I think there's a lot to be said. I mean, a lot of solidification has been done to see who, what teams are the dominant teams in this matchup, and yeah, I mean that's going to be Passion X. Unfortunately for Icon, they're victims now of the 100-point club going into map 1. So you gotta look at the team dynamics. You gotta listen to the comms and see whether or not if they've got the mental capacity to even move on after that. It was an absolute bloodbath, a steamroll, if you would, from Passion X. But let's move on over to map number 2. It's going to be a CDL style search and destroy. And what other way to start it than on Invasion? Will be a map for sure that I think Icon could potentially use it to their advantage, given the fact that they don't seem to be winning in the engagements of the gunfights, but they are winning in the rotations. So that's something to consider when you go on a map like Invasion, because search and destroy, a lot less spray and pray style map, more so of a strategize and regroup and group pushes and whatnot. So my advice to my unsolicited advice to Icon is play for picks. Don't need to go through so much and go in for kills and whatnot as Passion was doing in Hardpoint, but use the map to your advantage. It's a really, really big map. You can get something going here.
No, absolutely. Like you said, it's a really big map, and honestly, Invasion S&D is one of those game modes that can, if you play it the correct way, you can definitely end up in a very, very great position. And defensive rounds are one of the biggest things inside of Invasion S&D in my book, just because I think defenses are the ones that you have to take home. Obviously, defense is the easier side per se. You're defending the bomb, but I think Invasion specifically, if you let the offense take too much map control, you can end up in a situation where things can fall very quickly for the side of defense. But I mean, I'm excited to see how these teams play out. I think we obviously see the Gunny coming in from Passion, clearly showing, and we just need to see Icon kind of show that they're ready to shoot back. Maybe it was just a warm up coming up for that first map, but hopefully we see. I love S&D, so I'm trying to see around 11, truthfully.
Yeah, I love S&D as well, but it'll take more than gun skills to bring back this series. Again, big mental game. I had the privilege of talking years ago. I don't remember what it was, but a CDL Academy player, and I asked them what's so specific, what's so special about COD? What's something about COD that nobody else talks about or understands? And he says, well, the game is 80% mental and 20% skill. So with that being said, Icon, we've seen it before, can come back from that large defeat, large deficit, and hard point. But again, it'll take a lot of gun skills, but also mental game to do it, and of course, strategizing along with it.
All right, well, we're on this invasion. We have Icon on the attacking side. They're trying to make their way to this 8-point already. They are on the bomb. I'm not too sure if number 4 spotted them out, but they do get that opening pick. We'll see how Passion is able to react from that. Bomb is planted in the Canes. Canes does end up getting another pick as well, making it a 3v1 situation. Kurt left the last one alive in the back of their spawn, trying to see what he can do.
Last alive is Icon. A great advantage to start off the round. Bomb is planted. Final life lost. Icon only lost 1 round in the opening. The great start, to say the least. Icon, use this energy. Use this spark, I guess you could say, from a dominating first round, hopefully to continue on in their reign and take home their first map on Search.
And then it does look like we are having a little bit of technical difficulties on the stream side. I think it might be a little bit laggy, so we'll see if we can fix that. But unfortunately, chat, hopefully we can just bear with us, and we'll get that fixed eventually. But hopefully it solves itself. But we'll just keep on going through this map. We don't want to interfere with the actual gameplay going on. But we obviously have a Passion now on the offensive side, trying to make their way to this A bomb site. They do have an open bomb site, so they might take advantage this, get this bomb down. Majority of Icon is on this B street, maybe trying to look for a pick, but they're gonna have to try and do something with the bomb down now.
Drew onto E. That's a 2-piece for him. Gulagil and Evos will have to take a seat and put their controller down. Finally be traded out. 2v2 situation. Bomb is planted. Passion favored to win this round, but as time is ticking and Doom 6 showing no signs of patience, Bomb will be defused. Another round win for Icon. Well done. Bravo.
I mean, bravo. They get that first, or they get around another round on the board, I believe, and they they need it when they're already down 1-0 in the sharp point. So hopefully they can keep the momentum going. They did a great job of defending this bomb site, even with the bomb being down.
So now is a testament to see how Passion can react to this new force that has arisen from Icon. Got 2 players in the team on a streak, 1 at 3. That'll be 3 more, and you get yourself a cruise, which in theory should be a free round win. On the other side, you look at Passion. Not a single person is on a streak. They've all died, at least one so far in this series. So Icon will employ a little bit of a strategy, heading on over to B and playing their life, playing slowly and strategizing themselves, like kind of like making a little imaginary bubble around bomb planter there.
I think they're trying to make their way up to this bomb site. That I think they know that he's there for sure. If you get that first pick, Ambo does fall. Kurt finds 1, so they're trying to be very reactional. Gulagil finds another. Stick finds the 3rd, and it's just up to who is that? K9, the last one. Drew is trying to see if he can make something happen.
Who is to be happened here? We've seen again crazier things happen, but Passion will close it out, putting themselves onto the board finally. The reigning. I mean, it wasn't really too many rounds, but the 2 rounds streak that Icon had quickly put to rest. As Gulagil will find the final kill, that the Passion X sort of gave them a little bit of a taste of their own medicine from round number 1 now back into round number 3. So Bomb again will be favoring Passion this time. Really interested to see what strategy they employ. We've seen a mixture of both A and B bomb plants, so very interesting to see. Passion, what site they vouch, but Icon realizing that they're not exactly sure where it could be, so they'll spread themselves out across the map, and is the first shot, first engagement between Icon and Passion, but no lives lost.
No lives lost. Eventually, K9 does fall. Evasive gets that first kill. So we are inside of a 4v3 situation once again, and Passion is getting the bomb down. So it is up to Doom6 to try and see if he can maybe find a pick here. He does let them get up that B street, and I don't think he's going to be able to find that pick. No, Campbell there for the trade, but still a 3v1 situation. They know where he is, last alive. Not much really you can do here. We'll see if he can maybe be able to find an open.
26 seconds and counting. It's not likely. Passion X will take another round, answering to Icon, tying the score up on both sides. Hopefully for the Icon fans, this isn't an end to their short-lived triumph in Search. Hopefully they can take this and keep rolling with the punches, but only time will tell as we move on over to round number 5. Some players, I think, in my opinion, to really note, though, on the side of Passion is Stick. I mean, you're playing with Brooklyn, you're playing with Icon, right? You're playing on Search. You get Stick down. He's gotten 4 and 3 to his name. I think pretty good outlook to the round win.
Definitely, I do agree. I think Stick is a very explosive player, and as you can see, a lot of his teammates are also very explosive and in love to Chow. So you have to try and stop that aggression as soon as possible. Campbell does a good job of finding one. Doom6 sneaks over. It does get that second one down as well. Stick, though, as we speak, he does end up getting a nade kill, but they're quickly traded out, I should say. And Icon once again taking the round up 3-2. You know, you're tied 2-2. You take that around, and hopefully they can try and maybe push this up to a 4-2 because it maybe look a little bit scarier without a Passion.
Well, I was saying Stick for Passion is the guy to worry about, the guy to be of concern and to get excited about once he dies. But on the flip side, you take a look at Icon, it's Doom6, and not only in hardpoint was he serving the team, you know, decently well with the, you know, the circumstances they were in. He's doing the same thing on Search. Doom6 has not showed any sign so far of slowing down in this series. He'll get the bomb in his hand. Smoke will go through from Evaz. And the stuns will go through. The information is there. Passion will be going to A. And Icon knows exactly that.
They have an idea. They know they're there. They're trying to maybe put some shots down on them, but they do end up getting this bomb down, and Passion does have the life advantage once more. So Icon looking to scramble. They do make it a 3v3 position here now, and K9 trying to do his best to stay alive. Maybe get away with his life. Almost gets picked. Doesn't actually get a shot on him, so he's trying to see if he can reach out, maybe get a little information, and he makes his way to this bomb, but they're going to know he's here.
Here, and with 19 seconds and count, it's a huge kill and assistance from his teammate. Yes, Kurt will trade him off, but that's a huge breath of fresh air for K9. I'm not sure where the information went.
Oh my god!
And Passion X will take home the round. Goodness gracious, that was almost as confusing as trying to find the front of a line in the Black Friday sale.
No, unfortunate pistol kill. Shot wasn't connecting. The round was looking so close for the side of Icon, but they do end up falling, making it a 3v3 situation. Once again, tied in the round counts. Like you said, you have Stick and Doom on both sides trying to do what they can. We have Gulagil as well, 4 and 3. Unless it's glitched, I'm not sure no, it's actually right. So 4 and 3 as well. Let's see if maybe one of these players will pop off and be able to take their team to the next level.
Let me tell you something, Dash. This is where it starts to get exciting. You got two teams that are going neck and neck with no side showing to slow down at all. This is where we see the pressure start to kick in as the game is tied. Passion at the pedestal of domination on hardpoint are now faced with a new challenge, and that's taking the lead back from Icon and going back and forth for quite some time. And so has Icon. Rotating over from A now over to B, seeing that it doesn't work. Although they're playing this strategy, they have plenty of time to work with. No need to rush too much. but that opening pick onto Kurt will certainly help the matter. Information's going to go through, and with 30 seconds left now at this point in time, Icon got to get Kurt killed to at least get the bomb down.
Definitely gotta try and find that kill with Passion. Once again, life advantage. Campbell is trying to do what he can. He sees that first person, knows the second one is probably behind the forklift there. Only has 11 seconds left to make something happen, and the bomb is down. So he gets the first pick, but no time. He has to chow.
Yeah. Ooh. There it is. If you had more time to work with, Dash, I feel you could have pulled that off, but
definitely.
Passion did a beautiful job of spreading themselves out across the map and sort of playing that by ear. You know, usually I like to say in Search, you want to play as close to your teammates as possible, but at this point in time, Kurt did a great job just being really patient and holding that forklift almost the entirety of that round. That's exactly what got him to win. Had he gotten a little prideful or, you know, had a little bit of an ego child there, things could have definitely changed the course of that round. So another good round from Passion, but Icon, they've shown already that they can answer back to round defeats as we just saw. So hopefully they can, as Passion throw their nades, their stuns, and trophies, putting themselves on over to B.
Yeah, we know that they definitely have the firepower, and we've seen them obviously winning these rounds back and forth. They just have to make sure that they do a better job of trading each other out and being in positions to do so. K9 does find the blood as well, so Icon is still up 3-2 in lives. Gulagil and Stick, the last two remaining, but if you're on the side of Passion, seeing Stick still alive, you are still happy, you know, trying to make sure that maybe he can do something for the side of Passion here.
Well, something might not be done at all if Cambo isn't made out by our bomb planter Gulagil. Being extremely cautious, moving around, but finally the information is going to be going. Cambo will get a few love taps there. A couple of bullets to him. Nothing will happen. Time is ticking, and now Passion. Now they're urgent to get the bomb down.
Trying to think they can maybe do something. Gulagil pushing up, does get the first blood, but K9 quickly trades him out, so it's still a 2v1 situation. Icon is still in a life advantage, and Gulagil has to get the bomb down. It does get spotted out, and that's Icon taking the round once again, putting us in a 4-4 situation, once again tied in this round count.
Right at the series. Neck and neck. Like one team wins in round, the other one wins the next. I mean, so far your prediction, Dash, is living true. At this rate, we'll see a round 11 between both teams.
I love it.
Completely different outcome. Right. I agree. Completely different outcome from what we saw in Hardpoint. So could it be that Icon maybe need a little bit of time to get the hand warmers off? Maybe it wasn't their map. Who knows? What we do know is that they've showed up. They've really defied the little box that Passion put them in with that 100-point club, broken out of it, and now it's their turn to plant. This would be a great round win for Icon, putting them at match point if we can do it. The 3 streak follows from K9. Being able to get 3 more himself, that certainly will increase their chances of winning.
No, definitely. I think this is a big round for the side of Icon to try and win here. K9 does fall. Those pistol shots land for Kurt, and it is Stick as well, getting the third kill of the round. Does get traded out by Cambo. Nice pistol shots there on a 3 streak. We'll see if he tries to maybe stay alive and maybe play streaks, or is he gonna try and win this round here? Because as you said, the round is an incredible thing that I think that Icon needs, but we'll see if he can maybe find one on this pinch. I think he might have been spotted.
The pinch that's going through. You gotta get through. You gotta get through, Cambo. You cannot breathe any longer in the presence of the last alive Gulagil. Love taps will go through there, and again, at first it was Kurt. Now it's Gulagil. You got the last kill of the round at Forklift.
Oh yeah, Forklift is definitely the spot on this map that everyone is you know, if you don't know where one person is, he's probably on Forklift. They're somewhere over there in that construction side, but incredible clutch out of Gulagil. Gulagil there reading the push, knowing that he has to make a play and do something. I'm not too sure if bomb was down by them, so it could have been that they knew the bomb was there as well. Yeah. So he knows he has to chow for the bomb. But even then, that still puts up Passion. We're up to this map point, or map point almost on victory 5-4. Canes though with the nade kill, quickly putting them at a 4v3 situation. Doomsix does end up trading out, and now it's a 3v3 once again.
All up to Cambo K9 and a Canes. He got a great opening. That's 2 for him. Finally, he'll put his controller down for the round, or possibly for the map. Stick will be taken out as well. A 2v1 situation theoretically should favor Icon, but the bomb is in Gulagil's hand, and so is the A bomb site of the map. Completely uncontested. He'll go ahead and opt for the plant. Will Icon notice? Will they see? Yes, the information will go through, but not before the bomb has been planted, and Gulagil will be able to set up nicely cross mid-map here.
Gonna see if he can maybe just stay alive for just a little longer. Only 30 seconds left to keep this bomb alive, but they know he has to check. K9 tries to get the kill, but Gulagil turns on him, and he's in a nice little corner. I like this corner here. I'm not gonna lie. Don't go through.
Oh, come on. Dang. Passion.
Unfortunate.
Passion will close out map number 2 with the bomb down in a 2v1 situation. Gulagil is the man to congratulate the most out of all the boys in purple in that clutch. I mean, goodness gracious. I said it's possible. I certainly said it could happen. Didn't really think it would, but it did. And I think a lot of that too is just K9 kind of solo chowed that without any help from the side of his fellow teammate on Icon.
Yeah, I mean, there was just a few rounds that went unfortunate for the side of Icons there, that I think if they just tighten up just a little bit, there's those things that those rounds could have went completely different, and we could have seen an Icon 6-4 instead of a Passion 6-4 there. But I mean, once again, incredible showing out of the side of Passion, showing that they are not only great shooters and they have firepower, but they also understand the prowess of S&D and being able to make the game at their pace, and so incredible map out of them. We saw Gulagil and Kerr do their thing, and Stick, of course. So all 4 of the players on the side of Passion doing what they can to put this team on top. Icon, though, doing a great job of at least fighting back. They're trying their best, and I think that like I said, a few different things go different, and we could have seen a different outcome. But we're moving in, and I believe map 3 is an invasion control, so we're staying on invasion one more time, and I mean, you will see how it plays out, but I'm looking for Icon here to take a map here, because we you want to try and at least push for that map 4.
Hardpoint was just kind of a throwaway map. Let's just establish that right away. But Search and Destroy gotten so close, and then right when they get to that point, Passion's able to capitalize, get them kills on the mistakes, especially made over at Icon, and able to take home the map. So you're right, we're going to be going into an invasion on Control. I don't know how I'm feeling about this one, because we've seen Icon can wake up and can do well in Search and Destroy situations, and we've seen them actually do really well on Invasion so far, but Invasion's a mixture of Search and Destroy and Hardpoint at the same time. So a little interested to see how that might pan out, because obviously, Passion is seemingly a much better Hardpoint team. But at the same time, in terms of positioning and on Invasion, I'd say Icon is straight up to par with Passion in their mechanics and their play style and their rotations and movement around the map. So I think there's a little bit of a toss up. But if we were to go into predictions, which, by the way, I have not been right about a single one I've made so far, so apologies in advance to the team that might fall a victim of Scavy's caster curse. But I'm gonna be a little realistic here, and it hits to say it, but I'm thinking Passion's gonna close this one out on this map personally, and I think it's gonna be a 1-3. That's what I'm putting out there.
I can definitely see Passion taking this map. Obviously, like you said, Control is a mixture between Hardpoint and S&D. It's really about that. A lot of people like to call it also like TDM, you know what I mean? Because a lot of it is just straight up back and forth, like running at each other, and it's really up to just who can stay alive and play their life advantage the best. I think that Invasion is one of those maps that defense is super heavy. If you take the defensive round, we see a lot of back and forth defensive wins because his offense is difficult to get right. But if you can win that offensive round, you set yourself up for a better successful map win. And I think here, if we see Passion coming out, I'm not too sure who we're going to get on offense defense here, but I think if we see Passion coming out here and maybe taking an offensive win, that'll be their key to success to win. But I think if Icon can do a good job taking at least one offense and holding on defense, then we can at least see we might see another round 5. Might predict that, so we'll see.
You're thinking we could see a round 5?
Potentially, I say if Icon takes a attack round, then we go to a round 5.
Well, anything is possible in the U18 COD League. And enough with us yapping and talking to each other. We are right into it, ladies and gentlemen, and so is Drew. Enough with the talking, he says to the casters. He'll open things up and get the first kill of the game, but Kurt and Stick, they'll answer themselves as Gulagil. Nice 2-piece on the B, immediately wiping all of the progress that Icon triple stacked right off the bat. So K9 will lead the charge, moving on over to B, but wait a minute. Was he killed? He was killed by a stun. My goodness gracious. Unlucky day for Icon.
Sorry, I think his own nade hurt him, and then the stun came and hit him again. So it was just an unfortunate timing there.
No, I mean, I couldn't agree more. And Thick will try to cause mayhem and headaches early on by pushing straight deep into spawn, but Drew said, no. You're way too early to do that, and we're way too confident with our skills here with our guns. So he'll be able to pick him off, lay him to rest. June 6 across the map. Tried to get caught off rotation, but he also will fall from tank. So again, with 20 seconds left and not a single tick on the time, Ashton has this on complete lockdown. 4 off. All purple in the feed, and all Kurt from that. Thick will employ pushing spawns yet again. Maybe now will be the time for him to do it.
Yeah, he's trying to push up and just create that presence already, making sure that they can't get out of their spawn. And they're doing a great job of doing so. Only 4 seconds left. 10 life difference for the side of Passion. And, like I said, defense on this map is incredibly strong. It's hard to if you don't have your attacks down properly, you can get put in that blender very fast, and we see Passion do just that. So hopefully Icons come out here, can maybe do the same on this defensive round, and we can see a 1-1 coming out of the side of Icons. But like I said, I think here if Passion can take this offense, we might see a quick 3-0.
Well, we saw a back and forth on hardpoint, and for quite some time. And then we got over around the P3 is when I say things started to stuff started hitting the fan. So from that point forward, Passion was on a roll. They were going insane, and I feel like once Passion gets going, it's really hard for them to stop. And that's exactly what we're seeing pan out, because they're going to employ the same strategy that Icon did in the first round, but this time they got the first tick onto B, and slowly but surely time is running out. K9 again being the man to lead the charge to stop all of Passion on the point, and he does it. 2-piece to his name, but not before the 2 ticks go through. Finally, a little bit of a breath of fresh air for Icon.
But definitely, but we have to take a look and make sure that they don't get through that left side street. Number 3 is doing a great job of making sure that they don't get there. And we do have 2 players for the side of Passion trying to make their way to this B point, make that 3 players, and K9 does fall. So we have the B point open and available, and they are stacking this point. So we might see another minute added on to the time here in just a few moments. We do have a slight contest. Campbell and Canes combined for 2. Canes gets the second, finding the pistol kill. I don't think they know that number 6 is still there top a treehouse though, so we'll see if they do find him. But just for now, instead, another breath of fresh air. But number 8 sneaking his way through that 8 point.
There's Cambo with a 2-piece. One was on the body, the second was all screw it. I'll get a headshot while I'm at it. Cambo and the rest of the boys in red have awoken themselves and awoken some much needed breaks. Kills going on both sides, but primarily favoring Icon. Finally, be put to rest, but not before Doomstick can do exactly what they fell victim to in the last round, sitting in those back spawns. 21-15 Passion. They got those 2 ticks, but goodness gracious, they're struggling to get the next. In 14 seconds going down to Canes. He'll be sitting prone right next to the site, so he'll open up 1, try to get 6 for the second. And with 6 seconds left, all he has to do is retreat back and stop the train of purple from coming through.
And his teammates help him and make sure that they don't get on this point. They do just that and make sure that the time does go to their side. Icons keeps this defensive round. They tie their map 1-1. And like I said, I think that they have to make sure that they win their defensive round. They need to go into this offensive round, taking this firing power and trying to see if they can maybe, I say, do a quick A here. Get this A point. See if you can you throw your nades, throw your attacks, see if you can catch them off guard. Maybe get this A point quickly off the rip, and it'll be a little bit easier from there.
Would certainly be a lot easier at that. So I've already been a little bit impressed though by Brooklyn. I mean, look at the streaks for the objectives. Excuse me, the picks on both sides in comparison to Passion.
They're making sure that they stay on that point about like control is an objective game at the end of the day. It is not team deathmatch and it's not search and destroy. You still have to make sure you get onto that point, and a lot of teams fail to do that when they have the momentum.
They have failed to do that at that. Now 25-25 on both ends of the life spectrum. Pretty even. Things have gone to be pretty neutral. The water have started to settle from Icons and Stain streaks that they were going that last round. 45 seconds left. They have yet to even touch a point so far. They'll opt to B. They're going to need to get that kill though onto Kurt and watch their flanks out of that as well. They fail to do it. Canes will take out Gulagil, but again, not before Kurt will clean up shop. And from behind, like I said, Evos has gotten some more kills to his name. So Passion, although they might have lost a little bit of passion after last round's domination, they're kind of returning the favor again, giving Icon a piece of their own medicine, but this time not allowing them to get a single tick.
And that'll play into these next rounds. Not having a tick onto these points is going to be their biggest downfall. But they do find a quick 3 down, make that 4 dead, and they're on this 8 point. They're stacked. Hopefully they can try and stay alive. They're gonna need a trophy because Passion is trying to throw all of their nades in. Drew finds one, but all of them are storming in. Maybe they can get some trades to help each other. Drew find another. We'll see this 8 point. I think it will fall here, and it'll just be that B point remaining. Another minute added onto this point or onto this time with 15 and 14 lives remaining.
14 lives are left right now. Drew will come in, get a kill with the Renetti out of that, and time is starting to tick. Poor Icon. Gulagil fails to get a good angle, but makes his presence known to the boys in red. But yeah, you're right. There's a 3-1.
The Canes are still on this point though, staying alive. It is a 3-stack, and they're finding all of the kills. Kurt trying to do what he can, putting a little bit of shots down, but does end up falling as well. This B point might just be over, and I think we see Icon take an offensive round, and this is the sort of momentum that you need coming into this sort of control, and especially being down 2-0. You take that offense, you show that you know how, and you make that other team a little bit nervous about it happening again. Now you just have to lock down on your defense, make sure that you do your job, and you can potentially walk out of here with walking into this map 4.
Well, as I said earlier, I apologize in advance. The apology will go to Passion because my prediction has already been completely messed up. Icon has put an extra round up than I expected. So bravo, congratulations to the boys in red. 1 round away they stand from finally winning a map in this series. It all boils down to this. On defense, picks have gone both ways. Passion already. 2 have been sent to the respawn screen.
They try and do that quick A push, like I mentioned. Sometimes it happens where you can catch the team off guard, maybe get a few ticks, and they do end up getting that first tick, trying to get that second one player on, but they do fall. So you're going to try and see if you can clear this point, but his teammates on the side of Passion are trying their best to make their way to this point as well and keep this pressure onto his A side.
K9 Drew, nice 2-piece, clean up shop onto A. Passion will shrug their shoulders and say, all right, let's triple stack on B, see how that goes. The Canes will say, let me take one down wicked before I die. Nade from Cambo will leave Gulagil the last alive. K9, distracted by Evos, will be traded out as well. Cambo from behind, he gets a kill with his fist. Says, oh, I'm out of bullets, you're too close to me, let me just punch you upside the nose, send you to the respawn screen as well.
They are trying to stay onto this point, but Doomsix with the nade finds the stick onto the point. Gulagil does find one, and there's quick trades back and forth. Still 3 players from the side of Passion making their way to this B point, and number 4 is going to try and see if he can maybe find one, keep his presence known on here, but he's putting a few shots down, does fall, and I think Passion will probably take this B point here. Cambo trying to see if he can find one. He does find 2. Maybe finds a 3rd. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is insane. Holy moly, Gambo. My gosh. What did you eat for breakfast this morning? There's a 4 all 4 off from the side of Passion, and Gaines will return the favor and said, hey, my teammate can do it, so can I. There's a nice 2-piece coming from me, and spawns are being flooded. Passion is being put in the blender. With 1:14 left, it's hard to think how they could possibly get themselves out of this situation.
Most only 1:14 left, but you look at the lives, it's still a 13-9 life advantage. So at some point, the things will slow down, and Icons are going to have to try and make this play at their speed. Passion does find one. Evasive finds 2 as well on a 4 streak of his own. Might be able to find some streaks here as he puts some shots into the first one, puts some shots into the second one, and gets the 6th streak. Again, I mentioned the lives because they can dwindle so fast as Passion is on this point, stacking it, and this is going to the side of Passion. When it looked impossible, they made the impossible happen.
The odds were stacked against them, especially when you have kills going like crazy for Cambo and J9. Deep into their spawns they went, and quickly they went out of the spawns. Passion bringing this to a match point, round number 5. Dash, your prediction has held true. We are going to see round 5.
I said if Icon wins an offense, I can see us going round 5 purely because both of these teams' defense is so heavy on this map that both of these teams I know for sure can win their defense, and I can see Passion, pulling that Passion out of their socks and putting their big boots on to make sure that they can actually win this map. And so going map 5 or round 5 is the only way to win it if Icons does end up taking an offensive round. So I will see who can come out on top. We have Passion on the side of defense, so Icon will have to do it once more where they take an offense.
He was the huge change maker in last round to get the ball running, get themselves on that last cap on the point. He'll be sitting in spawns as he loves to do so far, pretty darn deep into them as well. This early into the map.
I like to mention that Evasive is still on his 9th streak, by the way. Does fall though. K9 puts some nice punches into him and does fall. So nice little 9 streak for the side of Evasive.
Well, Vase was on a 9, so that means he is going to have a cruise. He's able to pull it out like you just did to end the cap on the B. Gulagil will capitalize on the rotation and the opening made for him to get onto the point. As we saw, Icon looked a little promising to get onto B, but again, Passion will erase it. Then you know that with 48 seconds left and not too far off with the lives, cruise missile has been used, so that's something to consider.
Gulagil gets that 3-piece there, almost a 4th, but his teammates were able to trade him out. We have 33 seconds left with 15 lives remaining for the side of Icons, and they are stuck in their spawn. I am not too sure if they're going to be able to make it to either one of these points, but they're trying to slow things down to see if they can maybe find a pick.
They're all spread out because they know Passion, being an absolute menace in their spawn, is the only way to do it. As time is ticking, the lives are short, not a single tick on any point. Doomstick will get the ball rolling. He knows Stick is sitting by Tank, but he's not able to do anything. Stick will laugh to himself as he gets a kill on Tank. Cambo to rotate across the map. Careful now, K9. You don't want to shoot your own teammate. They now sit onto point. Evos will again do the dirty deed and take him out. Again, 0.8 seconds left. Icon. On the
Oh, so close, but so far they actually made their way onto this 8 point as well to see if Cambo gets this read, but he doesn't, and that is the round. Passion takes it 3-2 in the control, 3-0 in the series, and I mean, what a showing out of Passion, ready to get this weekend rolling, showing that they are ready to go. Like I said, new roster from the side of Passion, so it is still a little bit of a good showing to see that these two guys or that these guys coming together are still as dominant as before. But if you're on the side of Icons, you know you have a lot of VOD to look at. You have a lot of things to come make sure that you can build off of and grow from. And I think we just saw that one little moment fall apart for the side of Icon there in the control. Campbell obviously gets that big four piece, getting them off of B. But then someone got got onto that A point, and the rest is history. Unfortunate scenes for the side of Icons, but we do see Passion moving on in the bracket, moving on to winners round 2, and I believe they play the winner between Unity and SGP. So actually SGP did forfeit, so Passion will be playing against Unity Visuals inside of winners round 2, and we see Icons fall to our losers bracket, playing against, I believe, yeah, so they'll play the winner of our losers round 1 series. So they do have a little bit of a short wait. They can go back, look at this VOD, see their mistakes, and see if they can improve and move on throughout this losers run.
I mean, the good thing is, though, not all hope has been lost. So the two teams still can live to see another day. It's just obvious that Passion's going to be at the top of the food chain, and they can afford now a loss. Where on the other side of Icon, they cannot. But nevertheless, got to give it to Icon. Give credit where it's due. Yes, Passion was able to roll through them in 3 maps, but first one, I'll put that aside. Yes, that was an absolute domination. But you go into the last two, very, very different story, in my opinion, and a very great display of how Icon can take a situation where they're seemingly seen as a team far inferior to a team like Passion, and not only put up a close match on the very next map on SND, but a nail biter of a match onto Control. So with that being said, we're gonna keep following the teams in today's bracket, picking out which ones are the best for you guys. But that's all from me, Dash.
Yeah, we'll be back with another match after this. Don't go too far. And it's good to as well hop on. As I don't cast too often, so it's good to see you guys and say hello. But we'll have Scav coming back, and as well Shake coming in for casting this next match. So I will see you guys, and if you guys ever need me, DM me. DMs are always open, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. It's it for me. But like I said, please stay and be prepared for our next set of matches coming up after this.